For one player in particular, it was a most memorable season. Dean Holdsworth, the star striker, who scored 38 goals, just one off the club record. There's other great goal-mouth action for you to enjoy over the next couple of hours, during which we'll show you 100 of the 110 goals Brentford scored in all competitions. For Gary Blissett, it was a happy ending to the season after the controversy surrounding his sending off at Torquay. And ably assisted by the wizardry of Neil Smiley, he produced some memorable and vital goals. Neil Smiley was to be the creator of many of Brentford's goals during the season, like this cross for Blissett's wonderful diving header against Bradford City. And as the season unfolded, Blissett was to form a lethal goal-scoring partnership with Dean Holdsworth as they took opposing defences apart to the tune of 56 goals in the season. We'll also feature all but 2 of Dean Holdsworth's 38 goals on the road to the 3rd Division Championship. But there's no doubt that not even Dean could have dreamed how things would turn out in the end when he took the field with his teammates for Brentford's first league game of the season against Leyton Orient on a hot and sunny Saturday afternoon in August. After all, his last first-team goal had been scored 22 matches ago against Leyton Orient. Ashley Bayes was in goal for Brentford because Graham Benstead was injured. And Richard Cadet played up front alongside Holdsworth because Blissett hadn't signed a new contract and was thinking over a possible move to Notts County. Keith Jones was another player wanting away from Griffin Park, so Terry Evans was appointed captain. Many Brentford fans were unsure what the season was to bring after the disappointment of losing the playoffs the previous season. We pick up the game after 30 minutes.
Chance to take on his man. Bit slow, but he's still got possession. Into Holdsworth. And a goal! Dean Holdsworth. 28 minutes gone, and Dean Holdsworth breaks his long drought, going back to last March. Played. Otto comes away the other side. Oh, beautiful play from the youngster. Perfect goal. Brilliant goal. A quite superb goal right on half-time. Howard, far too strong for Smiley. Tried to play the ball through Rostron. The ball on the bar. Oh, and a quite wonderful save from the keeper. Well, Otto, what can he do here? Make a goal. Lovely header. This time it is Nugent. Really, it's been on the cards. 15 minutes into the second half. The ball hammered out to Ricky Otto. Got in another cross, and this time Nugent's header into the far post. No chance for Bayes. Dino's back! Evans, over to Howard. Otto, faced by Jones. And a goal. Sayer on the near post. Well, that was coming all the way. What can Brentford do? Jones. Oh! Terry Evans! What is going on here? Brentford 4, Leyton Orient 3. What is happening at Griffin Park? It is raining goals. The penalty area. Fantastic save by the goalkeeper.
So Brentford held out for a thrilling 4-3 win in a game described by many reporters as a credit to the third division. It had rained goals at Griffin Park, but there were more when we met league newcomers Barnet in the Rumbelows Cup at Barnet. The pictures and commentary are from Barnet Football Club.
Your match officials tonight, your referee, Mr.
Barry Fry's words appeared to have the desired effect. It took Barnet just 9 minutes to take the lead. Carl Hoddle's quickly taken free kick, whipped over by Johnson, and there was Nicky Evans at the far post. They'd taken the lead on Saturday, of course, and once again they soon let it slip. Richard Cadet claiming the Brentford equaliser. It began to look ominous when the third division side took control. This effort from Paul Buckle was disallowed. But 2 minutes later, Cadet added his second. A neat turn and shot by the Brentford striker. Barnet's equaliser from Carter beat the cameraman, and then on the stroke of half-time, the Bees could have gone ahead. Ball sent Tony Lynch away, but the Barnet sub shot agonisingly wide. Then came two quick goals at the start of the second half to give the Bees a 2-goal lead. First, Nicky Evans restored the advantage. Then leading marksman Gary Bull finally got in on the act to make it 4-2. But still there was a long way to go, and next it was the Bees from West London who piled on the pressure. Gary Blissett's header kept out by the woodwork before Brentford pulled one back on the hour. Kevin Godfrey, the scorer. Barnet responded with Bull adding his second 10 minutes from time. That made it 5-3, and it should have been all over. But the home fans were stunned as Brentford had the final say. 2 goals from Dean Holdsworth completing the night's final fight back. That was his first, and even then Barnet could have finished it. Gary Bull not far away from his hat-trick. Then deep into injury time, Holdsworth completed an amazing scoring sequence to make the final score 5 goals all. Another unbelievable contest at the Underhill Stadium, and amazingly Barnet's opening 2 matches have produced no less than 21 goals.
In the second leg at Griffin Park, Brentford took command with 3 goals in the first half. The first inevitably from Dean Holdsworth after 9 minutes. After 22 minutes, it was 2-0 with Kevin Godfrey applying the final touch. Following a floodlight failure, Terry Evans, with a brave header, made the game safe. and almost lost a couple of teeth in the progress. It was Mark Carter who scored the late consolation goal for Barnet. Now, after we'd won 2-0 at Aldershot in the Autoglass Trophy, Barnet got their revenge on us in another high-scoring game later in the season.
Punched away by Menstead. Flick from Buckle, on from Gale, nice play from Holdsworth, and Blissett, lovely football from Brentford. Blissett. And a wonderful goal. Lee Luscombe on his debut. Quite wonderful football from Brentford. And after 4 minutes, Brentford take the lead. Lee Luscombe on his debut for the club. Graded. Bates has got to play there. And a goal. Right on half-time, Mick Carter. Very simple goal. Goal kick from Venstead, headed straight back. Looks like Kevin Godfrey has gone to right back. Ball taken off Gale's head. Ratcliffe. Taken away from him. Great save again there from the goalkeeper. Follow-up shot there from Simon Ratcliffe. Only just come onto the pitch. And 2 good saves from Andy Pate. Brentford seek to get an early advantage in the second half and a corner. Gale. And a goal! Dean Holdsworth. The ball flicked on by Marcus Gale. Great play from Bodley. It was a lovely ball from Luscombe. They've got trouble here. Hunt. Got Carter and ball in the middle. And a goal. Good goal from Barnet on the break. Jonathan Hunt went straight down the right wing, cut the ball back, and Mark Carter really couldn't miss. Ball down well. Brings Gale into play. Marcus Gale, room to run now. 3 in the middle, must get the ball in. Brilliant save from the goalkeeper. Holdsworth thought he'd scored then. That was a great save from Andy Pate. Good ball from Hunt to Gary Ball. Danger for Brentford. And scores. Occasions. Good touch. Here's a great chance for Carter. Drives it in. And what were Brentford doing then? Cut apart. Nice ball. Ball, Carter, terribly unmarked ball. And it's 5. Brentford just ripped apart there. Great goal. Wonderful ball from Willis to Gary Poole. Brentford again just standing still. And the ball hammered into the roof of the net, and that's 6. Beats Pape on the near post. So Holdsworth gets his 2nd goal of the match.
Despite that defeat by Barnet, we reached the knockout stage of the competition, but were beaten 3-2 by Leyton Orient, although Dean Holdsworth scored twice.
Goodness me, I think it took a touch off of Evans.
If Brentford had won this game, they'd have played Barnet once again in the next round.
Do you think there was about 90 seconds left on the clock? Was that corner comes over? It's in the back of the net. Turner may feel he was impeded, but the goal stands.
In the second round of the Rumbelows Cup, we met 2nd Division Brighton over 2 legs. The first at Griffin Park saw the Bees give a great display of football, especially in the first half.
Smiley goes over to the left flank to take. Manuel read that very well. And a goal! A brilliant goal for Richard Cadet! Billy Manuel won the ball in midfield, looked out the left wing, came back, put it to Richard Cadet. Cadet has the confidence to go around the goalkeeper for his 4th goal of the season. A lovely ball there from Gale. I'm not sure if he meant to find Cadet, whether he was looking for Manuel, but he's found Cadet. A fantastic save from Beanie from Will Crosstron. Well, that should have been the 3rd. Griffin Park last season without making the first team. That's Neil Smiley with the corner. And a goal! Dean Holdsworth took it well. The ball hit back into the middle and Dean Holdsworth controlled the ball in a flash. 28 minutes gone. Dean Holdsworth. Gale on the near post, where he's won some important balls in the past games. Great save there from Beanie. Dean Holdsworth got a lot of power in that header. Robertson was caught there by Cadet. Godfrey. Gale. Nice ball from Marcus Gale, straight to Neil Smiley's feet. Smiley chance to run at his back. Football from Brentford. That was, in anyone's book, a wonderful goal. Chapman. Fine save from Graham Benstead. And that's your neat snapshot, but he couldn't hold it. Right, far too clever, over elaborate. Cadet. Well, Holdsworth was well within his rights to go for that ball. A lovely turn from Cadet. Oh, Holdsworth. Well, I said if Holdsworth could have left the ball, Cadet might have been through. But as it was, Holdsworth took it on himself to shoot from a difficult angle, and the ball whizzed narrowly past Beanie's post. A great save from Gary Chivers' header from Benstead. Brentford goalkeeper earned his wages then.
Brentford deserved their standing ovation from the fans after this brilliant display, which had surely taken us into the 3rd round. But we got a real fright at the Goldstone ground.
A reasonably comfortable task to clinch a place in the 3rd round. But a spirited response from the Seagulls suggests they have other ideas. When the Brentford goalkeeper lets John Robinson's cross slip off his fingers, in the 4th minute, John Byrne is on hand to head Brighton ahead. 1-0 on the night, 4-2 to Brentford on aggregate. 8 minutes later, Byrne turns provider with this deliberate and perfectly weighted stabbed pass. Robert Codner's left foot volley making it 4-3 on aggregate. If you thought that was a sweet strike, then how about this one? The near post header setting up Richard Cadet for a flash of supreme finishing. It is now 2-1 on the night, 3-5 on aggregate. Still, Raffle Mead is not to be denied. He makes the running here and finds the finish for his third goal of the season. But this is really Burns' night. His header and Mead's challenge unsettle the Brentford defence. Incredibly, Brighton have come from 4-1 down to level at 5-5. The excitement is at fever pitch as the tie rolls into extra time. And in the 109th minute, the Bees substitutes expose some tired defenders' legs. Holdsworth on his own at the far post to deliver the KO. For the second time in 3 years, Brentford have dumped Brighton out of the League Cup. This time after the Seagulls had almost achieved the impossible.
Our progress in the Rumbelows Cup ended with a 4-1 defeat at Carrow Road against Norwich City in the third round. Billy Manuel scored our only goal, which was his first for the club. Now, in the first round of the FA Cup, we entertained Manuel's former club, Gillingham. The game was screened live on a Monday night by British Sky Broadcasting.
Bates, Godfrey, Holdsworth, Blissett, Holdsworth. Chance to run up the defence, Holdsworth. Dean Holdsworth, 1-0. Great finishing. 9 minutes gone. Brentford 1, Gillingham 0. Tackle by Dempsey. Only as far as Bates. Gale wants it on the left. It's a good ball. Across, Holdsworth. 2-0! 26 minutes gone. Great goal for the Bees. Holdsworth, 19th of the season. There. Dempsey now. Useful cross. And Walker. It's there. Alan Walker in the 4th minute of injury time. Puts Gillingham right back in this game. Right across, cleared by Millen, I think. Shot by O'Shea. What a save from Bays. Brilliant shot and an equally good save. Strong on that right side. Neil Smiley doing equally well. Here's Smiley. Flick on by Blissett. Evans. It's there! Gary Blissett. The flick on was from Simon Ratcliffe. And with 68 minutes gone, it's Brentford 3, Gillingham 1. Long throw from Elsey. Arnott, cleared by Bates. Elsey again. And the header was from Walker's there! And as I was saying, Gillingham looked deflated. Alan Walker proves me wrong. And in the 73rd minute, it's Brentford 3, Gillingham 2. Gale. Holdsworth wants it back. Here is Holdsworth. Blissett! Oh, I thought that was it. A good save by Lim. Lovell. Smith. Brilliant save by Bays. He'll have to jump on it. That was creeping into the bottom corner from Neil Smith. And Ashley Bays saved Brentford there. Walker. Arnott. And Smith. It's there. Neil Smith. And with 8 minutes to go, Gillingham are level.
However, the Brentford lads were to make no mistake in the replay.
The crucial difference between Gillingham in blue and 3rd Division pacemakers Brentford was striker Dean Holdsworth. That was his 20th of the season for 1-0. In the second half, he headed in powerfully to make it 2-0. The final score was Gillingham 1, Brentford 3, and in the second round, Brentford travelled to Bournemouth. Bournemouth in red and black against Brentford. 20 minutes from the end, Brentford's full-back, Jamie Bates, embarrasses Vince Bartram in the Bournemouth goal. Or was Bates perhaps even more embarrassed? Was that really a shot? A minute later, Efan Ekoku crossed and Jimmy Quinn headed the equaliser. But this tie was to be remembered for red-faced goalkeepers. Graham Benstead's mistake in the last minute gave Quinn his second goal, Bournemouth a number in the bag for tonight's draw, and manager Harry Redknapp double cause for celebration. His son Jamie scored today for Liverpool.
So Brentford's interest in the cup competitions ended early in the season, allowing the team to concentrate on promotion, the most important prize. Coming to the next league game against Huddersfield Town at Griffin Park, Brentford had a 100% record with wins at home against Leyton Orient and away to Exeter City. Brentford began the game confidently. Blissett heading Manuel's cross just wide. However, Huddersfield took the lead with a harsh-looking penalty for hands against Terry Evans. Kieran O'Regan made no mistake from the spot. On the stroke of half-time, Brentford were level. Richard Cadet was brought down on the edge of the box. And Keith Jones curled in a superb free kick. It was to be Keith's last goal for the club. He was transferred to Southend in October. At the start of the second half, Gary Blissett had two great chances to put Brentford ahead. But he put both of them on the wrong side of the post. His persistence paid off, though, in the 58th minute, when he forced the goalkeeper to push his shot into the path of Kevin Godfrey. Two-one up, and the Bees looked set for victory, but Huddersfield had other ideas. The great cross by Barnett was headed goalwards by Roberts and was over the line before anyone could clear. Huddersfield continued to press forward, and it was Barnett who made the winning goal and Starbuck who scored it. Late in the game, Richard Cadet came close to snatching the equaliser, but it was not to be. Even his last gasp effort was just inches long. Two more defeats followed from Hartlepool and Shrewsbury before Reading came to Griffin Park. We pick up the action 3 minutes into the first half.
That's Marcus Gale. Corner. Well, that's where Marcus Gale's so dangerous. Sit. Oh, terrible clearance. What were Holtzman doing then? He hammered the ball across the face of his own goal. The ball somehow the ball comes clear. Rostron comes away. Godfrey's on a one-on-one. He's got to go on himself. Just pushed past the post by Steve Francis. Good cushion header from Manuel. Rostron, a good ball. Steve Francis probably just got a touch, and Richard Cadet couldn't miss. So, with 5 minutes to go, Richard Cadet, his first league goal of the season. A goal that never looked like it was coming.
Yes, the very important goal by Richard Cadet gave Brentford the victory over Reading, and 3 days later, the Brentford sharpshooters were in good form against Hull City, newly relegated from the second division, but who were unbeaten in their 3 away games.
But it's indirect anyway, so it's indirect. It won't count. Marcus Gale hasn't realised yet, and Billy Manuel's just told him. Not a good corner, but... And a goal, though. Well, I said not a good corner, but Terry Evans has scored. Well, I often said last year that Terry Evans didn't score enough goals for a man of his height and strength and determination. But here's Marcus Gale. And a lovely ball. It's scored! What a wonderful goal! It's Millen. Gale. Cadet and Holdsworth getting each other's way. Oh, no goal! What a wonderful volley that was. I think it's Neil Buckley. Evans unmarked, and Gale. A wonderful save by Cadet. From Cadet by the goalkeeper. That surely had to be number 4. Fine ball for Atkinson. He could shoot. He did well, and a fine save from Graham Benstead. Good football there from Hull City. States wanted the free kick, but in the end, ball straight through to Cadet. And Rostron, nice ball to Smiley. Cadet now in the middle. Smiley needs to get the ball in. A beautiful goal by Brentford. Measured football from Brentford. And a tremendous volley from Billy Manuel. The ball was half cleared.
Hull were awarded a penalty in the dying minutes. And it was Lee Jenkinson who stepped up and made no mistake from the spot. But it was another super display of attacking football by Brentford. Our trip to Darlington brought a 2-1 win, and then Bolton Wanderers came to Griffin Park. The crowd was entertained both before and during the game by a Brazilian samba band, and the football matched the carnival atmosphere. Brentford got the perfect start after only 3 minutes, when Holdsworth slid home Rostron's free kick. Then, in the 25th minute, Marcus Gale drove home Cadet's through pass for number 2. Brentford created numerous chances, and Holdsworth was only narrowly wide with a header. Then Kevin Rose, the Bolton keeper, saved bravely at the feet of Cadet. And he was well positioned for the follow-up from Kevin Godfrey. Brentford continued to attack in the second half, and they were 3 up after just 5 minutes play. During a furious assault on the Bolton goal, Rostron had a shot brilliantly saved, but Holdsworth was on hand to put the ball into the net for his 50th goal for the club. Three down, Bolton staged a comeback, and from a centre by Green, David Reed scored for them. All the same, Holdsworth had 2 good opportunities to reach his hat-trick. First, he shot wide from a difficult position. Then he missed an easier chance after Cadet had carved open the Bolton defence. There were then some anxious moments for Brentford after Julian Darby scored Bolton's second goal, but all ended well. On the following Saturday, Brentford made the short journey to Craven Cottage for the derby against Fulham.
As usual, Jones and Rostron over it. Evans, Gale and Godfrey are far side the area, Cadet in the middle. What's Jones going to do? He leaves it for Rostron. Evans, it's there! Good goal by Brentford! 31 minutes gone. Fulham 0, Brentford 1, Terry Evans. That's his 4th goal of the season. Miller made the run there, calling for it. This is Jones. Evans, and he went off an own goal. No, brilliant save by Stannard off Gary Cobb, I think. Cole. And there's a good run in the middle there by Gary Cobb, who cleared the corner. Cobb's still going. This Jones, and they've got his fell over Jones' legs there. And penalty. I thought Cobb made a meal of the challenge, as Manuel did for Brentford's goal. But Cobb had cleared it. He ran from halfway. And now it's Gary Brazil against Graham Benstead. He saved it! Graham Benstead saves the penalty and keeps Brentford in the game. Godfrey finds Gale. Gale does well. Gale's through. Cadet with him. Gale shoots. It's a post! Unbelievable! Godfrey released Gale.
Brentford's victory over Fulham put them top of the Division 3 for the first time since way back in 1964. They followed with a home game against Peterborough in what was Keith Jones's last game for the club. Terry Suckling, signed on loan from Crystal Palace, was in goal in place of the injured Benstead.
Scale at the near post. Or maybe long for Terry Evans. That's where it goes. And it's a goal! Terry Evans, his 5th goal of the season, in the 5th minute. Quite appalling marking by Peterborough. Save from Suckling. The ball half cleared from Brentford. Good ball from Godfrey. Fine play from Cadet. Only a foot wide. Turned very well this time and almost found the bottom corner. Last one was straight on the head of Marcus Gale at the near post. So perhaps he'll vary it. No. Oh, Gale. Holdsworth. It's behind the goal. Finds Cadet. Could have looked for Smiley, but instead picks up Bates. Oh, and that might have been going in from Marcus Gale. It was desperately cleared by defender's heel. Lovely ball from Cooper. Oh, and a fine save from Truckling again from Royal Sterling's header. He got direction in it, but not quite enough power. In fact, the Cadet was offside. Lingered on the ball. Charlery. Well, it's gone in. Calpin at the near post. But really, this game has looked odds on the draw from very early on. Got the touch, and Neil Smiley stole it on the blind side.
So it was Smiley who scored the winning goal of the game to give the Bees their 6th league win in succession, their most successful run for 33 years. Next came West Bromwich Albion, who had been relegated the previous season but were lying in 3rd place, just 1 point behind Brentford. Brentford created the better chances early in the game, and Tony Seeley went close to giving them the lead. Then a fine build-up between Cadet, Godfrey and Smiley. Ended with Cadet turning Smiley's cross just past the upright. On loan, Suckling was still in the Brentford goal. And although he managed to keep out this fine effort from Tony Ford, he'd no chance with Ampadu's headers shortly afterwards. Cadet tried to force his way through, but he was thwarted by Naylor, the Albion goalkeeper. In the second half, it was Naylor again who turned aside Cadet's effort. Then Marcus Gale, who was in brilliant form, made this run from his own half. It was Naylor again, though, in perfect position to save the shot. Cadet was causing an awful lot of problems with his awkward style, but Naylor was there again to save at his feet. It was obvious something special was going to be needed to beat Naylor, and it came 10 minutes from the end. A wonderful free kick by Marcus Gale. Then, with just 2 minutes left, a lapse in the otherwise solid Brentford defence let in Goodman to score Albion's winner. Goodman was eventually sold to Sunderland for £1 million, and his departure had a serious effect on Albion's promotion challenge.
In the 3rd division, Brentford are still going strong. 2 goals before half-time when they visited Bury. Dean Holdsworth, the man on target, and indeed the man in form. When Bury goalkeeper Gary Kelly went on walkabout, his foul on Gary Blissett led to a Brentford free kick. And from it, it was that man Holdsworth who scored again to bring his tally for the season to 15 goals. That's almost twice as many as he scored in the whole of last season. With almost an hour gone, Brentford made sure of victory and moved up to 2nd place, just a point behind the leaders Birmingham, when Marcus Gale scored to make it 3-0.
Before Brentford's next league match against top-of-the-table Birmingham City, Chairman Martin Lang received a cheque for £152,000 from the Football Trust to help the club with ground redevelopments. The Bees, whose last game had been a 1-0 win at Bradford City, were second in the league table, just a point behind Birmingham.
Division West Brom v Birmingham a couple of weeks ago ended in a 1-0 win for Birmingham. Took them to the top of the table at West Brom's expense. And these games do tend to be tight. Flicked on by Blissett. Now Holdsworth. Holdsworth shoots! And good save by Thomas. Might just have been creeping inside the near post. Forward by Drinkle. And Donowa gets away from Manuel. Donowa and Millen. Great tackle, Sturridge. Off the line by Manuel. It's a goal. Simon Sturridge has done it again. Simon Sturridge at his favourite ground, Griffin Park, for the third successive season, has scored. 24 minutes gone. Brentford 0, Birmingham City 1. This is Godfrey. Here's Gale to take on Clarkson. Holdsworth. Now, good run by Godfrey. This was Smiley. Ratcliffe. Smiley. It's a goal! I think Neil Smiley claims it. 28 minutes gone, it's 1-0. Gale. Manuel. Holdsworth. Just over. Nice move. Gale found Manuel. Cross came in and Dean Holdsworth just headed it over the top. Manuel has to make it his. Gale, tackled by Clarkson. Manuel clears. Holdsworth. Yes, he's through. Now Holdsworth, a great chance. Holdsworth! He's pulled it wide. The whole stand were on their feet. A really good chance for Holdsworth there. He can't believe it himself. Unlucky to lose by 3 goals there. Carroll nicely for Gleghorn. Bates stays with him, but the ball comes across Cooper. Nice goal by Birmingham. Mark Cooper, his 3rd goal of the season. Straight to Holdsworth. Smiley. Holdsworth again. Holdsworth shoots. Goal! It's off the bar. How did that stay out? Blissett battles with Hicks. Blissett! Blissett! He's there! Out of nothing! And Gary Blissett makes it Brentford 2, Birmingham City 2. Set up now for a cracking finale. 16 minutes to go plus injuries. And Gleghorn, brilliant save by Suckling. Superb save. Gleghorn can't believe it. And Millen again. I think Gleghorn may have got there. Gleghorn and Millen both went for it together, and Suckling, his 3rd brilliant save of the half.
Perry Suckling's great goalkeeping earned him the Man of the Match award. Now Wigan Athletic were the next visitors to Griffin Park, and Brentford were to win convincingly and go back to the top of the table.
It's been Brentford's strength this season, set pieces. They've scored so many goals from free kicks and corners. They lost Keith Jones, who used to take a lot of them, but Neil Smiley and Will Frostrom, when he's on the field, taking responsibility. Smiley this time. Leaves it, in fact, for Gale. And Blissett's header, and tipped over by Adkins. Marcus Gale, who I hadn't seen actually behind the pillar, floated in the free kick. Blissett met it well, and Adkins just tipped it over.
walking.
Smiley now. Evans. Blitz. Gary Blissett. His header was saved to produce the corner, but Evans setting up. 18 minutes gone. Brentford 1. Wigan Athletic 0. This is Godfrey. Manuel. Blissett. 2-0. 52 minutes gone. Brentford 2. Wigan Athletic 0. Manuel. Holdsworth. Sure he'd like to get on the score sheet. Goes inside Williams. Still Holdsworth. Needs support now. Ratcliffe. Not too far away. Smiley flicks onto Holdsworth. Now, can Holdsworth get his goal? Holdsworth! What a goal! What a superb goal by Dean Holdsworth! 73 minutes gone. Brentford 3, Wigan Athletic 0. Bit of convincing performance by Brentford, particularly in the second half. Wigan seemed to be in the game in the first half. They hit the bar twice, but really, after the second goal, the second half has been virtually all Brentford. Here's Smiley. Looks for Holdsworth. It's there! 4-0! There's 10 minutes to go, plus stoppages. Great atmosphere here now. Evans is up this time. Here is Evans. Bates. Evans wants it back. Bates! Hits the bar, Evans! Good save by Atkins.
A goalless draw at Bournemouth followed, and that was a strange result for Brentford because Holdsworth and Blissett were now forming a lethal goal-scoring partnership, which was to be important in the next home game against Swansea City. Brentford should have scored with this chance, but from the break, it was in fact Swansea who were to take the lead. John Williams had much too much pace for Keith Millen and fired home from an acute angle after rounding Sutton. Just a few minutes later, it was 2-0 to Swansea. The Bees' defence failed to pick up the number 8 Coughlin, and although Suckling managed to parry his shot, Andrew Legg followed up to score. But in the second half, Brentford were to stage a magnificent comeback as described by Greville Waterman.
It might be a long second half for them. They've just seemed to have left Gilligan and Williams up front, withdrawn Legg and Beecham. The flick there. 4-1. Stealing. Holdsworth seized on the ball, the edge of the box. And a blocked shot. And Holdsworth. The ball suddenly came through a crowd of players. Let's Bucknell again down some space. Scott Bates running outside him. Ratcliffe. Great goal! Simon Ratcliffe buries the ball in the bottom corner. A wonderful goal from Simon Ratcliffe. First goal of the season. Gale and Blissett to aim for. And a goal! Gary Blissett! I cannot believe it! Holdsworth took the ball down on his chest. The ball fell for Gary Blissett, who scored his 6th goal of the season with a clinical half volley. 5 minutes to go. Brentford have come back from the dead. Brentford 3, Swansea City 2, and Swansea want to make a substitution. That's the right thing. Post from Gale, what a run, and what a goal that would have been from Marcus Gale. Well, Gale's got his confidence back with a vengeance.
On the last Sunday before Christmas, and also their last home match in 1991, Brentford faced Exeter City. Now, Brentford were in second place and unbeaten in 7 league games. And before the game, Phil Holder received the Barclays Manager of the Month award for November. Now, before we see the goal action, let's remind you of what happened earlier in the season at St James's Park. But won by 2-1. It was Brentford's first away fixture of the season, and they took the lead after 3 minutes. Marcus Gale was the man on hand to put home a rebound off the post following a miss-hit clearance. On the stroke of half-time, Gary Blissett put Brentford further ahead, although taking 2 efforts to put the ball into the net. Exeter pulled a goal back in the second half, but Brentford held on for a 2-1 win. Now, the same scoring partnership was to strike again in the game at Griffin Park. Brentford took the lead in 27 minutes when Neil Smiley's corner was only half cleared, and Gary Blissett followed up Jamie Bates' thundering drive to score. Brentford went 2-0 up after 36 minutes through the same combination. Bates' 30-yard effort was headed by the keeper, and Blissett was on hand to pounce once again. The Brentford fans had to wait until 5 minutes from the end to celebrate the third goal. But what a goal it was from substitute Marcus Gale. Brentford then had 2 difficult away trips in 3 days. First, away to Huddersfield.
Referee deciding that it was Miller in fact to have blocked the shot. So just a reminder on your screen of the main sponsor, that's Gola. Quickly taken, Charlton gets the ball across, it's Anura Roberts. With the corner. Blissett is there. Off the line by Charlton. Clark had come out, he got nowhere near to the ball. Evans it was who got a good header in. Rostron. Well, they can't. Quick on. Out to Starbuck. What can Starbuck make of this? Surely! No, it's not there. Well, what a scramble in the goal mouth. Eventually, Anura, in fact, ball to Starbuck. Anura, it's to O'Regan. comes from Bates. Clark doesn't get it. But in fact, has the referee given a penalty? Well, I couldn't see what that was for, but the referee has given a penalty. In fact, it looks as if it was an indication that it was handball. Well, possibly Clark might have been fouled in the initial stages, but the referee having none of it, so Blissett it is now against Clark, and Blissett scores, so that's Huddersfield Town 2, Brentford 1. 8 back into the Town half from Benstead. Oh, and Jackson not getting the header. Gale. That could have been a spectacular goal, but fortunately...
Then, despite two quite brilliant goals by Lee Luscombe, the Bees went down 4-2 at Brisbane Road.
Gets half a touch and certainly hurt himself. A lot of slipping, a good cross, good shot, good goal. Well, a good finish from Lee Luscombe. A little bit of space opening up here, and they don't like it when they run into the Orient defence, and that's a great solo goal. Lee Luscombe with his second of the match, and the Orient defence just cannot take a player running straight at them. There's no doubt about that.
Brentford had now slipped to second place below Birmingham, but on New Year's Day at Griffin Park they got back to winning ways against Hartlepool, who were unbeaten in 11 games. It was Bob Booker's first appearance at Griffin Park since he returned from Sheffield United.
So it's Bates and Luscombe over the ball. Seeley hobbles to one side. Luscombe. Looks for Holdsworth. It's a brilliant save by Hodge. Lovely free kick. And Brentford so close there to taking a 12-minute lead. Godfrey. Holdsworth. And again, Seeley now. Useful ball. Booker, but flicked away from him by Tupling. Manuel might try one from here. And a great effort from Billy Manuel. Not too far away. Godfrey. Ratcliffe wins it back. Bates. Smiley now. Nice flick. Holdsworth. Smiley goes to the return. Nice play. Seeley! Unlucky. Great move from Brentford. So close to giving them the lead. Tony Seeley. Bates with the clearance. Luscombe. Good header. Seeley. Godfrey. Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe. Good efforts from Simon Ratcliffe. Not too far away. A bit too much time. Millam. Tupling misheads it. Holdsworth. Holdsworth! It's there! Dean Holdsworth! 67 minutes gone. Brentford 1. Hartlepool United 0. Holdsworth. Seeley beaten by McPhail. Buckle. Holdsworth. Beats one. Holdsworth. Good save by Hodge. He didn't need to. I think it was just going wide. Well played by Hodge. He took on the defence. He beat Tupling.
Although Brentford's home form was good enough, they'd suffered a third successive away defeat at Stockport County before their next home game against Stoke City. Brentford also had in mind the 4-0 defeat that Stoke had given them the previous season at Griffin Park. It was Graham Benstead who had to make an important early save.
Oh, Dean's going to be through here. And a wonderful save from Benstead. The ball hoofed upfield. The ball from Bates to Holdsworth. Good tackle. Smiley. And a goal! Lee Lascombe! Lee Lascombe has scored for Brentford in the 3rd minute. A great cross from Smiley, and there was Lee Lascombe. He scored his 3rd league goal for Brentford, his 4th goal, with a lovely header into the top corner. Short. Nice ball from Smiley. Lascombe. Oh, and Blissett caught it well, and Sinclair had to go down very quickly. That could have been for a long throw. Gets the header. And a goal! Or a push. No, a push. A push. It's not going to count. It's not. Smiley. Hit that beautifully, and a fantastic save from the keeper. Smiley. Oh, header from Holdsworth, and Blissett just over. But Brentford are going to keep their eyes open. Good tackle. Had a chance. He tried to curl it away from the goalkeeper's hands into the far corner, but a yard past the post. A great noise around the ground now. Smiley with the corner. A lot of players on the near post. It's an outswinger. Bates. And Holdsworth has scored! Jamie Bates got the ball under control, given far too much time and space, and he got the ball down to Dean Holdsworth. And Dean doesn't miss from inside the 6-yard box. From Ratcliffe to Lascombe. Has missed. I cannot believe it. He was stretching, and he couldn't get there. But brilliance from Lee Lascombe. Well, amazingly enough, in a hard game like this, the only player that hasn't got onto the pitch for the starting the 24, rather 26. Oh! It's Mick Kennedy, but as I speak, Marcus Gale with his first touch nearly makes it 3-0. Oh, what a wonderful save there from Benstead, from Beeston. He caught that beautifully on the volley from the edge of the box, and Benstead flew to his left to give Stoke a corner through. Brentford 2, Stoke City 0. Brentford stay top of the league.
Yes, a wonderful performance by Brentford, which owed much to the tremendous support they received from the fans. Now, 1-1 draw against Chester, and then came the home game against Preston, before which the assistant player manager Wilf Rostron received a special award for completing 600 League and Cup appearances in his career, which had come to a temporary halt through an ankle injury sustained at Leyton Orient. Brentford's victory over Preston owed much to a well-prepared corner kick routine between Neil Smiley Marcus Gale, and finished so superbly by Terry Epping.